Okay, this is going to be like a gigantic like thread. I really want to. I'm a speed read it, but it was very interesting. So, Epstein files were compromised to frame the innocent, protect the guilty. So the Epstein files, from this statement alone, and I didn't read this all the way. I just read a couple lines of it. I think from this line, from this phrase right here, that during Biden's presidency, because y'all know this nigga was asleep half the fucking time, I think they doctored all evidence, all incriminating evidence with Epstein, Diddy, they everything, every medical COVID, everything. They doctored everything. They copied it, then fucking doctored it, bro. Like they changed the fucking words up, man. So yeah, but Trump already knew. So that means somebody told Trump. They call it the Trump card. Read carefully. You're not just watching a cover up. You're watching a counter coup. The deep state cabal spanning the Clinton, Obama, and Biden regimes know exactly what was coming if Trump become president again. This is the two factors, y'all. Either y'all wanna be a tech society where you get a microchip embedded in you and you do everything by technology, or you could worship satanic Kabbalism who does child sacrifices. So either way, you enslaved. They knew President Trump was coming back in 2024. They knew they couldn't rig the election again. They knew the Epstein files would be released under his second term, and they knew that the moment that would happen, the global house of cards would collapse. Child trafficking, blackmail, intelligence operations. They're changing the world. When they say a new world order, this is the previous old world. The old world was child sacrifice, God worship, that shit stuff right now. But this is the new world. Intelligence, blackmail. You use children to blackmail. Get that? That's the old world. You know what I'm saying? But the new world, and they look, the entire infrastructure behind the new world order gone. No, the new world is going to be technology, and they're going to use the righteous indignance of the old world to launch the new world. Because the old world, there's two earths. There's two worlds, and there's two earths. The two worlds is what I just mentioned: child trafficking, child sacrifice, that satanic Kabbalism, and the second world is the technical world, where the mark of the beast is coming, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get the only way. You get what I'm trying to say? Is like by like a microchip or some shit. So you enslaved either way. The two worlds in the Bible is the old world, which is the one we're on right now, and then you have the new earth. So the placeholder for the new earth, because in their mindset they have to get the new earth here. You know what I'm saying? That as on earth as it is in heaven. So they need the new world, and the new world is not going to be like the old world where it's child sacrifice and Satanism and all that stuff. The new world is going to be pure technological world. It's going to be a pure secular technological world where there is no, where you are God, but you are your the essence of you being God is not in the traditional manner, but it's about how much knowledge you have through the enhancement of artificial intelligence, which will be through the microchip. So I just kind of discussed the game plan like a 1,000 years ahead. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you got to peep game on this shit. You like y'all listen, cryptocurrency is good. I like cryptocurrency, but you're not going to give me a fucking bracelet that is embedded into my fucking neurosystem. And with that neurosystem comes the ability to buy whatever the fuck I want. You're going to have to kill me before that shit happens. I'm saying that shit right now. The entire infrastructure behind the New World Order is gone. So they did what snakes do when Cornet took a corrupted Epstein. This is why I want y'all to understand the Jewish sentimentality is going away. I want y'all to understand how Judah. I'm not talking about the current Jewish. I'm not talking about the current Israel. When I talk whenever I talk about Israel, whenever I talk about the Jews, I speak from the Talmud, because the Old Testament is basically the Talmud. Not all of it, but some of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about from the perspective since the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? So whether they like it or not, they are the old world. They are the old world. The old world is the Middle East. The old world is Africa. The old world is Egypt. The old world is those other countries. And I'm not saying they're third world countries. I'm saying it in the modern term, but they are the old world. And their ways, whether they like it or not, is being destroyed. It has to be destroyed, because if you look at it from a objective standpoint, I'm not saying the a technological guru enhanced with AI and have the mark of the beast microchip in me. I would rather be in the age of AI, and that's how they rule the world. Not and even if it's super surveillance, I would rather that than children being raped and sacrificed and sodomized to a god that is a fucking statue. Because that's what they do, whether you like it or not. And they don't even just do it to statues. They do it to the owl. They do it to the trees. They do it to everything they get their hands on. You know what I'm saying? So they destroyed original evidence. Yes, they did. They destroyed it. They destroyed it. Even planted new evidence to frame Trump and other white hats. And I'm not saying Trump is this savior. I'm not saying that shit at all. To the white people, he is. Trump is the white savior. That's why people call him the Antichrist. Because white people love that nigga so much. They love Trump so much. And I want y'all to understand that white liberals are such a small portion of white people, by the way. They love Trump. They worship Trump. So you know what I'm saying? But Trump is this stopgap, y'all. He's the stopgap. That's all I'm going to say. He's the stopgap, dog. He's the stopgap, dog. Because I want y'all to understand the greater of two evils is real, y'all. There's no such thing as a good world leader. Either they sacrifice kids or they don't. So when Trump returned, the evidence would show he was guilty. Not the real predators like Podesta. That's that fucking nigga name. Alex Podesta. Wait, is his name Alex Podesta? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's that nigga name named Podesta, bro? John Podesta. This nigga is the most evil motherfucker that is on this fucking planet, and I'm glad he dead. Did he die? Nah, that was in office. This nigga was a part of the Pizzagate conspiracy, and I seen a video of him torturing a fucking child. Yes, I put that on my soul. I'm not fucking lying. I saw a video of this nigga torturing a fucking child. And he was using I'm not talking about normal hot water. I'm talking about the water that will melt your skin. So, yeah, this nigga is very fucking evil. This nigga's very fucking evil. I hate that nigga, bro. I don't even like that nigga, bro. And then Clinton, I saw a video of her too. Huma, Schiff, Schumer, and Obama. I can guarantee you Obama drinks. He doesn't sacrifice kids. He sodomizes. Obama is probably I don't know. I don't know what Obama is. Like, he doesn't look that. He doesn't look like it. Like he doesn't look. I think at the most Obama's probably just a homosexual, probably on the low. I don't know, but I know about these motherfuckers, man. I know about Podesta and Clinton. These motherfuckers are evil, man. But what they didn't expect was Trump already knew. He knew the investigation was tainted and the files were compromised. He knew the deep state had an end-game strategy to flip the narrative against him, so he played his trump card. Epstein didn't kill himself. He was placed into the witness protection, witness section or some shit under the U.S. code, yada yada. That's not theory. That's strategic application of federal law. Trump secured Epstein, flipped him as an informant, and moved him into the witness protection to preserve the truth. Why? Because Trump didn't need the corrupted evidence. He needed the source. Epstein is the primary witness to the largest RICO investigation ever launched in U.S. history, a sting operation that would dismantle elite trafficking networks, compromise intelligence agents, globalist money laundering channels, fake NGOs, and human rights fronts, high-value political operators from both parties, and now the enemy is panicking. Enter Ghislaine Maxwell, a deep state asset activated to run interference to the insurance policy. She's now demanding a deal to testify in front of Congress. Why now? Because they know Epstein is alive and has flipped. They know the real investigation is closing in, so they send Ghislaine to corrupt the narrative again, apply pressure to inflame a PSYOP narrative, to implicate Trump and protect the guilty. But notice who she never names: Podesta, Hillary, Huma, Adam Schiff, because she's working for them. Remember, President Trump and Matt Gaetz said they had a secret weapon in Congress, and Congress knows it. That's why they're pausing the release. That's why Trump caused this to Russia hoax all over again. I'm not even going to fucking lie, y'all. Whenever I think about Trump, this is a part of me that wants to really cry. Not even cry, but to really understand. Because I know that nigga's not the best, bro. I know, but I think this nigga might be the Antichrist, bro. Either him or fucking JD Vance. It has to be one of them. Or Trump is probably the herald. Who fucking knows? He's probably the first trumpet. Who knows? But listen. Y'all gotta understand what they do to these children, bro. And once you look at Trump, and you look at them, and you see like, damn, that nigga gives me hope. But I don't want to have faith in him because I don't have faith in man. And my thing is, white people do it so much that you're going to hand the enemy, the Satan, the Saturn, you're going to hand him a golden platter. You're going to hand him your life unknowingly. Because whether they know it or not, they have power in this country. And at the same time, though, these people, like for me, for example, I don't want to be under Democrat control again. I don't want to be under, because they almost killed me. Out of my entire life, I've never been more sick than after the COVID vaccine. And it's not even just sick, nigga. I've never coughed up blood before a day in my life. I've never went to sleep and had my breath stop a day in my life. I've never had that type. I've never, like, it was to the point where I couldn't even get out of bed, bro. Like, I've never been that sick a day in my life. I've never. And I don't want to be under that control again. But I don't want it to be based off of fear. I don't fear a Democrat control. I just want the power to be able to stop it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same, like we've been through Russia hoax. We all knew that shit was a lie. So now it's again, but to a higher degree, and people are falling for it. I'm not going to say I fell for it, but I believe that Trump know. You can't be an elite person and not know, bro. I want y'all to understand, when you are an elite person, you have to meet everybody. You have to have connections. That's the ball of the game. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. And when you are an elite, you have to interact with everybody, whether you like it or not. If that's the game that these blackmailers play. And either you can submit to that and say, oh, I just talked to him. Or they could pressure you and say, oh, you talked to him. Look how evil he is. We're going to destroy you because of this. You can stay 10 toes and say, I only talked to that nigga. What the fuck you going to prove to me? I ain't do shit. I never been to that island. I'ma still do my job as president. You could post them pictures. I don't give a fuck because I ain't do nothing. That's how you could go about it. Or you could be weak to that and allow them to pressure you down a path to where you fucked either way. You know what I'm saying? So I believe this is a Russia hoax. When I say a hoax, I believe there's some validity to it. They twist the truth. They take some parts of the truth and twist it. That's the thing. So yes, we all knew that Trump knew Epstein. We probably know, but is Trump really raping kids, bro? Is this nigga really raping kids, bro? Is this nigga Trump really raping kids, bro? That's the whole point, bro. That's the whole point, bro. I don't care about Matt Gaetz. I don't care about this secret fucking weapon. I don't care about any of this shit. I care about whether the fact is Trump doing it. Cause he's the only president besides Barack Obama that had this sort of swag. And I feel as though I think Trump is getting old. I firmly believe Trump can't go no longer, bro. Cause I want y'all to say this nigga did not want to do this shit in the first place. But when you are an elite family, you have to. You have to. Whether you like it or not, you have to. Cause they're born into it and they can't stop. Cause once that wheel is turned, it won't be stopped, bro. So that's all I'm saying, bro. Like if Trump don't put listen, it is not. I don't give a fuck about all these posts like this shit. I'm talking about it, but I don't really give a fuck about it. I just want to rant about it. But this post been going like this ever since Barack Obama. It's nobody in jail. That's the thing. Bill Clinton, before Bill Clinton, JFK. Are these people going to be persecuted, whether or not? And I don't think they're going to persecute people in a way that y'all think. I think their persecution is being cloned in MLK control, mind controlled, to where they destroy themselves. I think that's their that's why I think they're so scared to die. Because in their mind, death isn't like how we think of death is. They can't leave their body. So how else will they be able to travel? They have to destroy their consciousness and build it again. That's my personal opinion. That because this is their Hail Mary, they're trying to burn the movement with a final desperate lie, but the trap has already been set. The fake investigation will be exposed, the real one will be revealed, and the RICO takedown will be clean. The psychological battlefield, fake MAGA assets are the real threat. Now, Pence and Detroit knows they can't stop Trump legally, so they're trying to perception warfare. They deploy infiltrators posing as concerned patriots, truth seekers, or Trump skeptics. Their mission is so doubt about Trump motives to weaponize the Epstein narrative against him, to turn his base against him before the real drop lands. These are not real influencers. They all control assets, intelligent link accounts, or grifting opportunities. Ask yourself, do they ever amplify Trump's wins? Do they ever highlight his record on trafficking takedowns? Do they ever defend the movement? Or do they only ever attack or sow doubt? They use virtual and selective outrage. They pretend to be red pill, but they're just useful idiots or worse. Intentional operators. Final one, the compromised evidence was the setup. Holy shit. Okay, wow. So this nigga just copied and pasted somebody else's shit? Nigga, you just copied somebody else's shit? Bro, see what I'm saying, bro? You see what I'm saying, bro? But you see posts like this, right? Like this makes me want to believe. What there's something in me that says no. Cause I'm so disappointed in this. Like, listen. My first, listen, if the Democrats run on job reform, job market reform, and repercussions to China, not just China, but China agents in here, because at this point it's over, COVID is done with. But if they clear China informants and Chinese assets in our country, they probably got my vote. Who fucking knows? But shit like this, right? This makes me look at this nigga and be like, bro, who is this nigga, bro? Like who is this nigga, bro? Like, who is this nigga? Like, who is Trump, bro? Who is Donald Trump, bro? What do you want, bro? What do you want? Like, what more could you want? What is it that we don't know? And that's why I don't want to trust these niggas, man. Like, me personally, bro, I don't have an enemy. And bro, unless this nigga can deliver a speech like what's that nigga name? Nigga from Attack on Titan, bro. Fuck. Erwin Smith. Unless you can deliver a speech like that to me, I cannot fucking sit. By the way, I hate suits, by the way. I hate fucking suits. It shafts my fucking neck. I hate suits. I hate the fabric. I don't want to wear it. You would have to do something within my soul for me to sit there for hours listening to you talk. And the only acknowledgement that I get is when you call my name and I stand up like you're doing a teacher's roll call, announcing the attendance of saying I clap and I sit down. I can't find that within me to do that. So what is it about this man that can make other people do that? That's why I can never be like, oh my God, make politics. Because I could never look at somebody else and be like, bro, I would die for you, my nigga. Unless you my family. So yeah, this is the actual post right here. This is actually insane. And this ain't even got a video, bro. So yeah, y'all, this is just my rant. This is it's just a rant, y'all, about how I fucking feel about this Epstein shit. I told y'all I'm gonna always fucking talk about it whenever I can on every stream. Because what is actually going on, man? What is actually going on, man? Parsley out, bro.